Mark Waid and Dan Mora reunite the world's finest as Superman is poisoned by Red Kryptonite, causing Batman to call in some of their weirder friends to help save the Man of Steel from destroying himself and all of Metropolis. Mark Waid makes his returns to the world of Batman and Superman with the beginning of what could become an instant classic for the heroes' team-ups. Mark gets right into the action of it all, foregoing the usual quote-unquote first meet that usually happens when these books get rebooted, and instead deciding to tell a story set a few years into Superman and Batman's professional team-ups, where they know each other kind of well but not too well, which leads to some really great creative ideas when it comes to Superman going insane thanks to Red Kryptonite. I like that Batman didn't instantly know what to do and have a contingency in place to deal with this sort of thing, and since he doesn't know a lot about the Red Kryptonite beyond what it's actually doing to Superman, and even better, it doesn't end with yet another Batman versus Superman battle, which is where maybe a lesser writer would have taken this story, since it's definitely set up for that. Instead, Waid has Batman employ some of the lessons he no doubt learned from Superman during their team-ups, which is talking to the villain or talking with the person you're supposed to be fighting. On top of that great dynamic, Waid also brings in the Doom Patrol to help fix Superman's weirdo transformations. Makes a lot of sense, especially in the story where they need someone who specializes in weird transformations, so they go and get the team who are all weird transformations. It's a lot of fun seeing these characters who are really relegated to their own little part of the DC universe and never really interact with these larger heroes get involved in a story like this and interact with Batman and Superman and Robin and Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen. I really like the mystery that's set up here as well, with a villain that has possible ties to the Patrol also going after Superman. And I really love when comics change up the hero-villain matchups and do something unique like this. Like, this is a villain Superman probably hasn't fought before, so it'll be quite interesting to see what happens with the outcome of who this villain is and how they go about combating them. Dan Mora comes over from Detective Comics to this flagship book with some really fantastic looking artwork, returning the heroes to their more classical looks, being that this is set in the past, and every page was lovingly detailed and filled with vibrant colours from the wonderful Tamara Bond villain. I loved how chaotic all of the action was, and it really helped sell what would happen if Superman's powers got so out of control that no one could really stop them. Batman Superman World's Finest Issue 1 was a fantastic, action-packed and thoughtful reboot of the classic hero team-up, doling out a great start to Mark Waid's unique plot, interesting character team-ups and matchups, and just being a grand old time with two of my favourite superheroes. I'm going to give this issue a 10 out of 10. Batman Superman World's Finest Issue 1 heads to the not-so-distant past Metropolis, which is besieged by Poison Ivy and her giant vines. The Daily Planet is evacuated by Perry and Jimmy, but Lois doesn't know where Clark Kent has gotten to. Ivy proclaims the Green rejects their attempts to conquer it with their urban sprawl, and the Green will prevail, knowing at least here in Metropolis it's sunnier than in Gotham. Superman soon confronts the villain, something Ivy was counting on, but she soon discovers it's not Superman, it's Batman and Robin. Batman says that he's been tracking Pamela ever since she left Gotham City, not having any idea why she's in Metropolis, but she's out of her league. The real Superman soon appears, saving a child from the vines and returning him to his mother as he confronts the villain, wondering how he and Batman will deal with this, since it's Batman's villain, but it's his turf, suggesting they flip a coin. Robin refuses to flip any more coins as Metallo reveals himself, telling Superman to let Batman take care of Ivy, since the Man of Steel will be otherwise engaged. Superman feels the power from the kryptonite heart John Corbin has, but Batman tells Superman to take out Ivy while he and Robin go for Metallo. Ivy, however, captures Batman and Robin in her vines, but the Dark Knight activates something on his belt. Metallo confronts Superman, knowing it must be agonizing for the hero, envying him since at least he can still feel. Batman unleashes his flower defoliant on the vines, melting them as he tells Robin to hold his breath, but Pamela can feel the Green being murdered, deciding that she will kill something of Batman's in return. She throws the tied up Robin from the building as Metallo tells Superman his humanity was taken from him and he is now without kindness or warmth and he can't even love anymore, wondering if the hero can even imagine what it is like to have your heart carved out by tragedy. Batman dives off the roof after Robin, firing his grapple back up the ledge as Metallo says that he would love to use his green kryptonite on Superman to kill him, but he needs that to live. He reveals a syringe filled with a liquid red kryptonite, knowing that it Kryptonite will morph and twist Superman's body, and with it being in a radioactive cocktail he can inject into the hero, the effects will be amplified. Batman, using a bat bungee cord, throws Robin back up to the roof as Superman is stabbed in the chest with the syringe. Batman takes down Poison Ivy as Robin rushes to save Superman, stabbing Metallo in the Kryptonite heart with his staff and telling the being to get away from his friend. From a nearby rooftop, a mysterious shadowy being is happy with the results of this battle as Superman is overcome with a red kryptonite, but Batman and Robin don't know what he was stabbed with. The being on the roof knows that it begins now, and the world's finest have no idea what is in store for them. Years before the attack in Gotham, Superman doesn't think the Penguin would go this far, but Batman knows that's because Clark doesn't think like criminal. He knows the soil samples and steel shavings found at the scene of the crime led to an abandoned foundry, as Clark changes, knowing it's definitely a trap, but Batman knows it's one for him, not Superman. In the abandoned foundry, Robin is trapped by the Penguin, telling him he's in big trouble, but Oswald knows that he's just a worm on a hook. Robin wonders what the deal is with Cobblepot's bug-eyed buddies nearby, since he heard they were gun running these days. Penguin says that he is gun running, but he was underwhelmed by the mundane nature of modern ordnance in the Earth, finding no one worth dealing with, which is why Lex Luthor introduced him to interdimensional soldiers eager to trade. He reveals he's been making deals with the weaponeers of Quad, utilizing their lightning weaponry, something even Batman can't withstand. Batman arrives and Penguin unleashes the lightning weapons on the hero, but it's revealed to be Superman in disguise, allowing him to survive the blast. Superman thinks the attack tickled as the real Batman frees Robin as Superman distracts Penguin. Penguin proclaims that Batman won't rob him of his victory, firing on the hero with his quad weapons as Superman goes for the weaponeers, but they teleport away with a thunderous boom. Doing so begins bringing the building down on them, forcing Superman to hold up the building as he quickly uses his heat vision to seal the cracks in the steel girders, stabilizing the building. One of the weaponeers returns, coming at Batman from behind as he arrests Penguin. Superman stops the villain with his freeze breath, asking if Batman and Robin are okay. Batman thanks Superman, knowing they don't know each other very well, but the hero had his back, and Superman thinks that it was an honor, hoping the hero would do the same for him, and Batman reassures him he always will. Back in the present, Superman begins burning up thanks to the red kryptonite coursing through his system. Batman tells Robin to get into the Daily Planet and pull every fire alarm he can when Superman suddenly stops writhing in pain. Bruce comes to his friend's aid when the power starts back up, exploding from Superman, turning him inside out as Jimmy and Lois make it to the roof, having heard the screaming and wanting to know what happened to Superman. Robin fills them in on the mystery man who sent Poison Ivy into the city to attack it with Metallo, who injected Superman with bits of red kryptonite. He knows that Batman says the rock can transform Superman's DNA, and it is agonizing for the hero. Lois knows that it was a cocktail blend of something else, as Batman says that he has no idea how to get the kryptonite out of Superman's system. Robin thinks they are out of luck unless he happens to know a doctor who specializes in freakish transformations. Hearing this, Batman gets an idea, waiting for the Batcomputer to patch him through to someone as Superman panics, speeding off into the sky, as Batman tells Lois to call the authorities to come and get Ivy and Metallo, while Robin and Jimmy pursue Superman. Robin gives chase across the building tops, knowing it's not easy as Superman crashes into a helicopter, causing a man to fall from it. Robin sweeps in to save the man as Superman falls onto the ground, where Jimmy catches up to him, asking how he can help his pal, thinking maybe they should contact Supergirl, but Superman says that having her there risks infecting her as well. Superman begins turning into steel, becoming a literal man of steel. Soon the Doom Patrol arrive, with Elastic Woman carefully picking up Superman as Batman arrives on the scene, saying Robin gave him the idea and there is a doctor, specifically Niles Calder, who specializes in bizarre transformations, and the Doom Patrol are some of his patients. Superman explodes with power again, hallucinating that Zod is attacking the city. Batman tells everyone to scatter as Superman tells the Phantom Zod that if he wants to fight, that's what he'll get. Batman and the other heroes evacuate the area and protect the people, as Batman theorizes that the red kryptonite can affect Superman's mind as well as his body. The Doom Patrol confront the hallucinating hero, telling him the people are going to get killed if he keeps on going the way he is. Superman begins seeing Ursa and Non as well attacking him, as he throws rubble at Cliff, who calls for Larry's help. Negative Man uses his radio waveform to save his friend, who thinks that they are in way over their heads. Batman stops Larry for a moment to talk with him as Elastic Woman looks after the beaten Cliff, who knows that Calder can fix whatever damage was done to him. Batman soon rushes Superman, who sees the hero as Lex Luthor, attacking him with his heat vision and freeze breath. Batman tries to get Superman to remember the sound of his voice, telling Clark it's all in his imagination and he's been poisoned by Red Kryptonite. Elastic Woman finds Batman's tactics not working, wanting to stop him from getting himself killed, but Robin knows that he's Batman and he has a plan. Superman picks up Batman, knowing that he won't fall for Luthor's tricks again. Batman says that it's not a trick and he needs to think, since Luthor doesn't know Superman's real name, but Bruce Wayne does, and he's one of the few people that Clark Kent trusted enough with his secret, and he needs to trust him again since he's endangering the people around him. Superman still doesn't buy it, seeing only Luthor, who says that he's living his worst nightmare and he's out of control. Superman thinks he's trying to confuse him, but Bruce tells him that he's always got Clark's back. Superman snaps out of it, wondering what he has done, as Bruce knows he's done nothing that can't be fixed. Superman's power continues to be amplified, causing him to scream so loud he shatters windows and causes an earthquake. He begins vibrating at super speed, so Batman calls in Negative Man, having the hero use his radio wave powers to begin giving off red sun radiation in order to depower Superman, causing him to fall unconscious. Later on at the Calder mansion, the heroes find the now steel-covered Superman is continuing to morph, but as long as Negative Man continues using the red sun radiation on him, he's no danger to others. Robin is worried about his friend, as Batman is concerned about who is behind this, knowing that Lois saw some shapes on the Daily Planet roof that match the syringe. Larry looks over the syringe, knowing that he's seen the horned glyph that adorns it before, as Elastic Woman calls them into Niles' operating room, where the Doctor has assembled his kryptonite surgery tools to begin surgery to save Superman's life.